Hi everyone, this is Jana here. Welcome to my channel. So today we're going to make the sequel from the previous video. In the previous video we made a meatless meatloaf, superb. And today we're going to make the gravy. So we can have a perfect complete meal on Thanksgiving or Christmas. And let's go to the recipe. It's super simple. Get a pot, add vegetable oil. In this case here it can be olive oil. Yes, it can. Because we're going to gentle simmer it all the time. When it's hot, you add carrots, onions, mushrooms, and garlic, roughly chopped. You stir it. Add a pinch of salt so the vegetables wilt. And now we're going to wait from 10 to 12 minutes because I want everything golden brown. We want to produce the Maillard effect, which is to extract the best flavors of the food by sauteing and browning it without burning, of course. You're gonna have to come and stir once in a while. If it's sticking to the bottom, add a tiny bit of water just to help the pot to deglaze and the vegetables continue to cooking. And that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, now that the vegetables have been, look how golden brown they are. Perfection. The more the vegetables cook without burning, please, I'm going to stress that a lot so you don't feel tempted to get it too brown because then your gravy is going to get bitter and we don't want that. But the more you cook, the browner it gets, like golden brown, and the more flavors will form because of the caramelization and everything is going to be even better. So if you have patience on this stage, that is the best thing. This gravy can be made ahead of time and at any stage, and then you can freeze it or either put it in your fridge. I have a lot of gravy in my in my fridge because this is one of my favorite things to make, and I freeze them all the time because sometimes I want meatballs or anything with gravy, so I just pop it in the microwave. And then you add dry sage, dry oregano, dry thyme, nutmeg, black pepper, a pinch of curry powder, and a pinch of instant coffee, or a teaspoon of coffee. Now, why? Because the coffee will emulate that burnt meat flavor that the gravy is supposed to have, because regular gravy is made from the drippings from the turkey or whatever, and this is going to help emulate that flavor. And another thing is the curry powder. Like I said in the previous video, as the garam masala, it is super important in this recipe because it will elevate all the flavors, bring everything together, give depth to the flavors. It is the kind of ingredient, like I said before, that you don't know what it is, that is so delicious. But if you don't add it, there's something missing, you know what I mean? Fresh bay leaf and a fresh rosemary sprig, tomato puree, some miso paste. If you don't have miso paste, you can add soy sauce. This is for extra, or marmite if you have access to marmite. If this is to give the gravy even more depth of flavors. And now we add the vegetable stock. And now we're going to stir it a little bit. And we're going to allow the flavors to talk to each other for about 5 to 10 minutes in a very, very low simmer. Everything here is cooked, okay? Now we just need to intensify the flavors. It's like 5 to 10 minutes, depending on your vegetables and your taste. Alright, so here I have my gravy, and now we're going to thicken it. And we can do that by adding flour slurry or cornstarch slurry, but pay attention. If you add the flour slurry or the cornstarch slurry, you add it right before you serve it, because if you make the gravy and add the slurries and put it in the freezer or in the fridge, by the time that you defrost it, all the binding is going to be deactivated because of the freezing process or the refrigerating process. So if you want your gravy to be perfect, you freeze it before you thicken it, okay? That's a very nice tip that I learned over the years, you know, by trial and error. And that's why I'm here for, to teach you guys how not to do stuff as well. Right, so now we're going to thicken it, like I said, with the flour slurry. And then you just stir it, low heat, okay? Because we don't want clumps. If you see one or two, that's fine, because this is home cooking and hello, I mean, nobody's a professional chef here, so your guests are gonna have to forgive you for that. And if they don't, you don't invite them over again. And now we are just going to wait until it thickens and flour cooks through. That will be about 3-4 minutes. And we are done. I am now just going to plate it and serve it with my meatless meatloaf. Have our meatless meatloaf that, again, I'm gonna say it again, that we made last week. If you want to know how it's made, click there after we finish the video. Almost done, okay? And with the gravy and a simple salad. We are going to make more holiday side dishes and main dishes until Christmas, so stick with me because there's more to come, delicious things. And now, of course, I'm going to try these because guys, you have no idea. This is super delicious. Come on. Some gravy. I absolutely love it. I love it. This gravy here, it has depth. It's really meaty, if you know what I mean. And the color, and the color is fantastic, because I have seen and I have made myself some very good gravies, delicious gravies, but the color was like meh, you know. They were pale with this liver mortis kind of color, but this one is tanned and beautiful and complements the food beautifully. So let me know in the comments below how much you love gravy, and follow me on my social media if you want to check on my merch, and if you want to check on my Patreon, click there. And I see you next time with more deliciousness. Bye bye.